So I'm going to go on a rant here, and I haven't done this in God knows how long. Um, but these, I am just so tired of these school shootings, these young children, 18 years old. I'm sorry, you might as well be a child. Killing other kids, teenagers killing teenagers, and all of this. And then for everyone to the societal frameworks to say, oh, we need gun control. He was a racist. He's a white supremacist. He's a Nazi. I am so sick of the frickin' deflection of the real root cause of this, and that is mental illness, and that is us, us, humanity, society, not freaking paying attention to our greatest asset, our children. Okay? Our children are in dire need of help. Okay? These last two mass murderers, I mean, the first guy from Buffalo, he was, the pandemic. They were inside. They were had to be homeschooled for 2 years. Can you imagine if you're a child who already has mental illnesses or depression or whatever, and then you have to stay home and all of that? Of course it's going to make it worse. And gun control, sorry, if you're a nut and you're a violent person, you're going to get a gun or you're going to create a bomb. Let's take all the guns away, and then there'll be bombs, explosives, knife attacks. Anything can be a weapon, and bombs or all kinds of things. You can get a truck and crash through a building and kill people on a mass level. There's all kinds of ways to kill people. Okay, so taking guns away and all this other crap and just saying, lip service to racism and white supremacy, that doesn't cut it. And you just all need to just shut the hell up about it and fucking look in the mirror and see what you have done to add it to this problem. Okay, because we have all, including me, have added to this problem. We have, all of us have a bystander mentality. Oh, it'll never happen to me, or not my kid, not my husband, not my wife, whatever. You know what? We all need to take a step back and critique ourselves and realize that we are part of the problem. So, what can we do? In what ways can we make this better? And it is a mental health issue. These kids are committing suicide. Older people committing a suicide. Okay, so many things are going on. Trauma influences trauma. There is violence that as a child that then comes out in older age, and it's carried forward, right? There's generational trauma, generational violence, all of these things, and nothing is going down. Mental illness isn't decreasing, mental illness is increasing. Okay, and gun control is a political issue. And think about it. All these kids who are killing each other or committing suicide, what commonality do they have? You know what one of them is? They don't know who the fuck they are. There is no self-concept, no positive, affirmative self-concept going on. We don't teach these kids to have a positive, affirmative self-identity and feel confident in themselves. Oh no, we're going to teach them that you're this, you're that. A girl who's like, you know what? When I was a little girl, I was a tomboy. I played in the dirt. Nowadays, if I did that, they'd say I wanted to be a boy. Okay, so we have to stop telling our children, oh, you might be a boy if you're a girl, or I think you're gay because of whatever reason. Okay, children don't need to be genderized at a young age. They don't need the social media telling them what identity they are if they meet this, and this criteria. This society, this world has taken a cookie cutter approach. Not every girl who has masculine tendencies wants to be a boy. Not every boy who has feminine tendencies wants to be a girl. They kind of just, they need to just kind of go through life, be able to live, have an actual childhood, of fun and playing and creativity and kind of seeking and being curious as to who they are, what they like, that kind of thing, in a supportive manner. Do I care if I had a child and they were gay? No. Do I care if I had a child or one of my girls, my daughters, decided they were going to be trans male? No. But what I care about is that they made that decision. Someone else I was taken out of the loop, and someone else, like a school system, can actually tell my kid that they're a different gender without my knowledge. Do you see what is going on in this freaking world? Our children, the children that we actually give birth to, are our responsibility. And most of us parents, we know that. But for somewhere down the line, educational systems decided that they're involved in all of this. And government decided that children should be able to decide what gender they are. Are you freaking kidding me? They can't even decide what they want for dinner. They can't even decide what to wear. They have a child's mind, and you're allowing them to make lifelong adult decisions. Who are these people? Have you ever questioned what is going on? Because I question it all the time. And now I am just sick and tired of it. With 2 mass murders like this, within a week of each other, a week and a half, 10 days, whatever the hell it was. And then I read an article today about this poor young girl who was genderized, sex trafficked, and she will never be the same, all before the age of 15, with her parents not even being aware of what her school system and government is doing to her. I mean, these are real life stories. And I go to Target and I see, hey, I'm a trans kid, genderized, whatever, clothing. These are children. Let them be whoever they want to be. And I know you think, oh, I'm supporting whoever they want to be. They don't know this stuff. Some of these kids just like to do or act or play in a different role. We don't know if this is going to be a lifelong decision. And you know what? We should be supportive of them, but we shouldn't be social media them to death with all of these messages with that and it's just absolutely ridiculous. I know, I'm on a rant. I'm so upset over all of these things. My goodness, our children are our greatest asset, and they're being murdered, they're being manipulated, and they're being directed by all of these frameworks, societal frameworks. It's wrong. And we need to get back to the basics of parents being in charge of their children, and governments and school educational systems and institutions understanding that they're there to teach them academically, okay? And it's a parent's job to take care of them emotionally and socially, and to be aware. Who better to understand what their child needs than their parent, for goodness sake? All right, I gotta stop because I'm way too upset.